You want to look into the future. You want to see your business growing. You want to see that at some point, your little one click and your little one thing and your little one, that ain't going to be it. You're going to have files. You're going to have businesses. You're going to have accounts. You're going to have the things. So if you set yourself up well in the foundational stage, which means your beginning, then all you have to do is grow those processes. What just add to it. Your foundation is there, your foundation is set, so you already know what you're doing, and you already have that set up. You can use whatever organization tools or methods that work for your brain. Okay, this is very important because we ask questions sometimes, or we're seeking things, and let's just say I drop that off for you, and I say, oh boom, here you go, there it is, this is the way to go. And you're doing that, and it is more confusing than not having anything. Check around and know yourself. Some people may not have extensive organizational skills because, again, many of us come from corporate America in some capacity, and they already had it set up for us. They had where you log in. They had where you hit your button and you put your logins for your AS400. Okay. And then it has, for many of us, if you weren't like, account manager or, supervisory, you don't really have breakdowns of, your team, the team members, when you did your one-on-ones, who you had to give a verbal, who you had to give a written, that's when you get into the point of breaking down things. But if you were ever in that part, take your memory back to when you had to do that and just think about how they had it set up. Did it work for you? Probably, because they already had some kind of base. But you can replicate that on your own, in your own way. If you just have a computer, let's just talk about a computer. You can build these folders for each individual company, each individual conversation, whatever, how many you need for you on your own, on your computer. It is nobody's business and in nobody's eyesight that you got 1,000 folders on your desktop. As long as it makes sense for you, as long as you can find what you need when you need it. Okay, as long as if you have a carrier, and I'm not just going to leave this practice to just independent dispatching, because as an independent dispatcher, we aren't admins. We are admins. This is an administrative role in which we facilitate, financial movement for companies. So in that facilitation, we administer. That's what administration admin. You can use what you need to use, but you are administering services. So yes, your title is independent dispatcher, but this can go for virtual assistant. This will go for anybody who is setting up a business with whatever they want to call it, because you got to have your admin, your office work set up properly. Even if you're doing it yourself, get you the Google Docs works. Get you for your accounting situation. If you got it like that and you can understand it and you can figure that thing out. Get the what's the thing what people are using on their own to put their money and stuff in. Yes, Sassy. QuickBooks. Set your QuickBooks up. Find your little general way. If you need I might need to put this in a PowerPoint. Y'all, every time I get to talking, I realize something else. So I was just helping somebody with QuickBooks the other day. I do not know how to do QuickBooks. However, I know how to train. I know how to set something up that will train the eye, that will assist somebody. So they didn't know how. They didn't know how to teach. They didn't know how to move about. So what I did was I sat with them and I said, all I need you to do is do it. Well, I don't quite know how to tell you. I don't need you to tell me anything. Just do it. And they did. And I created a doc, which is mine. Okay. And I told them, hey, this is a service that we could swap on. You can have this and I'll give you this right here. And then I need you to do this right here for me. Even swap ain't no swindle. Because the document is mine. If there's anybody who needs, a QuickBooks situation to just get to the point of what you're needing to do, you do not have to be an accountant. But for the services that he needed done for an admin role, I told him he needs to begin a training manual. You don't know how to teach. You know it. Your attitude bad. You don't have the patience. You don't. So document what you do. put it in a folder, and be done. You know you can't tolerate when somebody don't get it on the first try. Hey, create this. So that's what I'm working on for them. And y'all know as I work on something, I'm going to make sure y'all have it. So whatever your organization, however you need to set it up, Google Docs, Sassy Couture said, is a great way. Google Docs is free. If you have a Google account, hit that little square section up there with about 12 little dots, and maximize your Google experience. No, I do not work for Google. No, Google has not sponsored this. However, I am a Google user. Okay, I use Google services in a paid capacity because of what it is I do. But y'all know I operate in cost-effective, free, and cost-effective methods. So today, when you ain't doing nothing, or whenever you practice your organization, go ahead and start getting your Google Sheets together. Go ahead and press those dots and maximize what you have on your free Google. You got Google Meets. Yes, you won't be able to record and not that sort of thing. However, you can host your meetings on there. Free. Because we're not in position to be paying for no Zoom yet. Okay, we're not in position to be doing some of the things that we see other people doing. But sometimes those people have a kickback. So once you use their code or their percentage, they're going to get a couple dollars. Well, we're not all operating in that space. And even sometimes when we are, if it doesn't make sense to pay for something else, what we doing it for? For what reason? What was it? What was it? So just, find your way, what works for you, what's comfortable for you. But I will advise the Google Docs, and thank you again, Sassy, for that, because it is a way for you to organize, and you can create things on different ways. Also, that's a way for you to keep up with what you're doing during the year, right? So when you get ready to submit all of that stuff over to your tax preparer, all right? So you got your Google Doc one sheet that says food. You got your Google Doc next sheet that says gas. You got your next one that says Adobe. You got your next one that says Canva. You got your next one that says, whatever, continued business education. And that one will be for when you take the workshops, when you get on here and listen to me, when you pay to get your course, or when you pay for your $25 membership, you pay, you want everybody getting that? Everybody seeing how you want to collect your coins back? All right. Speaking of collect your coins, if you're on TikTok, or if you're on Facebook, when the stars thing get together and you gift me, you bless me for being a blessing to you. You got your Google Doc sheets that says donations, where you donated. All right. How much you donated, how many, all of that, because your receipts going to be where your receipts at. All right. Everybody picking it up. I be coming on here for one thing, but if a gem drop in my spirit, I'm going to give it to you, because free and cost effective. Okay. And if we're going to be kicking out these monies, we need to be documenting that so we can get these monies back when we submit our Google Doc sheets, or Excel, or whatever it is that we're submitting to our tax preparer to run us back all that we can get from our entrepreneurial space. This is your documentation. This is a conversation that I want to have now, because many of you are starting. Many of you are moving in the space, and you want to make sure that you have what you're needing in every capacity of your business. Yes, your carrier is going to submit you the 1099. Okay, that's their part, but you want to be able to break all of the things that you're doing down. That's why I said I wasn't just going to attach this just to independent dispatching. I'm going to attach this to entrepreneurship, period, because we are all starting, and we don't realize that some of the things that we do, that we feel like we're volunteering for, or we feel like we are in our personal time. So we're on here playing games on TikTok, and we're on here listening to our favorites on here, and we're dropping off stars, and we're dropping off hearts, and we're purchasing this. We got the thing that says, boom, if you want to give this person this right here, press this right here, run your card, run your run your, I can't think of what it's called on Android. Your, you have to pay for that. Google Pay, run your Apple, you got to pay for that. But I want you all to know that when you set your business up and you have your organizational areas together, it's a little drafty, y'all, so I'm about to get this Benadryl, that you are able to submit those things to your tax preparer, and they will help you to categorize them and put the name on them that helps you with your return. Now, I'm not going to be saying that all of this is going to give you so much money back, because I'm not a tax preparer or none of that, but I know that I have been getting my entrepreneurial taxes prepared for the past couple of years, and there's been some things that I had to learn to put on there that I didn't know should have been on there. As you all hear, okay, because y'all know I keep it all the way 100. Right now, you all probably hear the drilling in the background, huh? Everybody hear the drilling in the background? I say this to say this. I am in my office and my daughter is doing nails. We are sharing the same space. Humble beginnings. That's where we all are. There's going to be a day that I come on here. I'm going to come on here live from my daughter's school. Okay? Because I see my daughter's future being more than just the nail tech. I see her teaching others and expanding in such a way in her business. The same thing I speak over y'all, that's what I see for her. So I say this, and I made a point to make sure that you all hear the sound, because there will be a day I'm going to come live and I'm going to remind y'all of this conversation. I'm going to be live from her school, and then I'm going to be live from my home office, and it will no longer be a shared space. That's what I see and I receive for my future, for our future, and that's why I pour into you all like I do, because I don't just want good and well and more and all the things for myself. That's not what I want. That's not the desire of my heart. So I just wanted to address it in case you all hear that, and remember it. Remember it. So yes, so that's what I wanted to say about organization and, setting ourselves up and things up for in an organizational space. Do it in a way that works for your mind, that is comfortable for you, that you can, do it how you do it. And then when you get in a financial space and you now have someone to take care of that for you, even though it may be 5011 files, they are organized, they are in a way, they are titled correctly. So when you send that over to the person that now works for you, or you allow them log into wherever you have it at, yeah, they might chuckle because they're the professional, but they be like, this might be all over the place. Okay. Because this gonna be an everlasting laugh right here. Okay. It might be all over and in their mind, okay, on how they do it and how they want to do it, but it is going to be all there, and it is going to make sense, okay? Because I am throwback. I am old school. I do not do well with numbers, okay? And I shared this with you all, some of you all, and I'm sharing it with some of you all for the first time now. And you all had the greatest laugh, because I am so throwback. I write down every single one of the loads. I write down everything because I have to put my hands on it. Okay. So my friend Deidre, she in the book. She worked at the bank for over 20 years. Okay. Everything that I have ever done, I write down. I got to have my hands on it. So my tax preparer, he's so glad that this year I came into the new school and the new century, huh? So every year when it was time for him to do my taxes and stuff, I give him this book. I give him this book. This is my ledger. This is my life. This is my record keeping. I'm so glad to see you live. How do I review some of the old mentor sessions? You can go to my YouTube channel for some, and then I have a paid membership, $25 a month with some of the material as well. Miss 6014. But my friend Deidre, she been my friend. We are entrepreneurs, we met in in a sisterhood space. And then we became, closer and cool. Sometimes you in those spaces, you kind of find your own tribe. You kind of find your own people. So although we talked about entrepreneurial things and we go have brunches and stuff together, and we brainstorm and we soundboard off each other, for whatever reason, okay, we never got on the subject of bookkeeping. I don't know if it was because, we talked money. Like I would tell her, I finally started making some money. She would advise me on how to do, because again, she worked at the bank for over 20 years. So she knew, she knows about the things. Well, I'm not good. There's always, where I am weak, there is strong, so that, and then I have my things that I share off with her. So one day we got on the subject of bookkeeping, and I was telling her that, oh, I know, the money that I was bringing in had started increasing. So our conversation got different. I said, hey, this month actually was the first time, y'all remember, in October when I did the first big sale and I made that $10,000 from 8 a.m. to 10 a.m. And I called her up and I was crying. I was like, oh my God, you're not going to believe this, woo, woo, woo. So she was crying with me. When somebody genuinely happened for you for real, it get a real different. You get emotional. It get emotional. So I was telling her, I got it. And I was getting ready to go to my cousin's wedding. So she said, when you come back, we're going to talk about it. We're going to break it down, boom, boom, boom. So when I came back, I got up with her and she said, okay, so I'm tickled. She said, okay, so, your spreadsheet, how you keep it? No, she said, what platform are you using to keep your stuff? Are you using QuickBooks? She started saying, are you using the new school stuff? And I said, nah, I got this. So I sent her a picture. When I tell you, sister called me immediately, she said, first of all, where did you even get that? We weren't even born when they had to use that. So where in the hell did you get that? When I tell you, she was disturbed and tickled at the same time. But then I had to tell her, I said, I'm not real tech savvy. And I'm not really good with numbers. But if I write it and put my hands on it, I can, work that thing down like that. So she said, what's free on YouTube channel or Facebook page? I'm encouraging her to tighten that up. But I'm going to get with her. Gina, that's what she said. She said, I know Sam hell well, that is not what you're doing. So she said, where did you get that? I told her I got it out of Staples. And then I messed around and brought out another one. She said, oh, and I have some more. I have some more actually. But I was too ashamed to show her about how many I had for each different thing. So she said, no, ma'am. No, ma'am. Not another day. Not another day will you be on that right there. So she got me together, told me what to do, how to do it. Because one thing about sister is I'm going to get on you, but then I'm going to help you, to move forward. Gina, I want to talk to you about something. Hold that thought for me. So I got that together. And then in addition to, she told me that I can no longer go to Staples without her. And if we are in Staples and she see me headed in the direction of an old school ledger, that she gonna snatch me out the store, like kids be doing when they, parents do when the child be acting up too bad and they need to go tap on them. So we had a good laugh about that for a while because it was so many of you all who could not believe it as well. And here I am, thinking that I got it going on because I have a tangible account of all of my stuff. And y'all is like, if you don't get on and get up with this new school, how dare you be on here dropping this knowledge and you over here operating a throwback, the spirit of throwback, the spirit of the 1900s early, okay? The spirit of 1950, 1932. How dare you? Housewife style, okay? Keeping the book. Let me tell you something. Housewives with whole accountants out here. But I'm going to get up off of that. Hey, y'all. Hey, y'all. Hey, Bombay. I am the same way. I need something I can feel in my hands, and I also use Excel. Well, see, Crystal, you had one up on me, baby. I had it all handheld, okay? This thing was doubling as a tambourine, okay? It could hold up my mouse. This thing here had a lot going on, okay? All of my valuables in my riches inside. At least you had electronic and handheld. Please use a P&L spreadsheet in Excel. Oh, I'm sorry. I use a P&L spreadsheet in Excel. Okay. I'm well on my own time. Y'all all right? I'm on here right now. Look, Diane, for real 1932. We're on here talking about, for those who just came in, organization. So definitely catch the replay if you can. Because we're going to talk about organization today, follow up, and don't rush. So right now we're coming up out of we're talking about, the organizational part. So yes, I'm gonna get with Deidre and ask her about is she starting that, or does she have something already? Sometimes when your friend got something. Now I follow her other stuff because she's a realtor as well. But I might need to drop that off to her. Hey, get your little money tip situation going on and drop something off to us every day. Huh? Oh, I thought you said something. Okay, so yeah, this is what I had. So we had a good key about this. Everybody who saw the original, when I break this out, we still laugh because I know. Ain't that a shame? I know that I would throw back like that. I didn't know that this was not the way. I just knew that it was. Again, that's why I tell y'all, whatever feels good to your mouth and whatever works for your brain. Okay, this is how my brain functions. Now I'm not gonna lie. When I got them started plugging in them numbers on there, and your thing was doing, little calculations all by itself, I said, okay then, all right. But still, just in case. All right, just in case. So your organization is going to be the biggest thing in your business. And again, these gems that I drop off, or these conversations that we have, don't just apply to independent dispatching. It applies to everyone in business that is starting their own business and operating in a capacity where they are not in a space where they can hire somebody to do it for them. It is your foundation part. And even if you are in position, or you get in position to pay somebody to do this role in this capacity, you still want to have something to pass off to them so they have something to work with and start building, more and even better for you at that part. In your own lane until friend got you right. I was, LaTorsha. I really was. And there wasn't nothing wrong with it. Now, let me tell you about my tax preparer. Okay, my tax preparer, God bless him, I know he had to be laughing, but my stuff was on point. Every single, let me tell you something. Each book got its own categories. So I got my categories on what it is I need. I have what I got on this one. The company, the load number, the amount, where we were from, where we took it to, the date, that it was, went to, the date that it was dropped off, what I got paid, how much I was paid. Okay, what company that it was for. So my books was on point. They just was throwback. But he could see everything that he needed to see, line by line. I got the dates on there. So, but I did have to come into the new school because with this, I did have to calculate myself. I did have to sit here, with the throwback situation, and 400, 700. 4,000. I did have to do that. Now this little Excel spreadsheet, sporty, fancy, got the little. By the time I get finished, it got the little done calculated for me. Okay. I was operating in real hidden figures style. The human calculator. He was laughing, but you were detailed and organized, which made all the difference. That's the truth, LaShonda. That's the truth. Hey, it's been a while back from recovery. Welcome back, Ace. Welcome back. Speedy recovery. All right, y'all. So that's all I had. If anybody had any questions about organization, we'll go back in a second. So now I want to go into follow-up. Follow-up. I hope y'all have no notebooks, especially those, everybody, I hope you have a notebook. But for those who are in the $25 membership, I'm going to talk about this out here because more than you all need it. But they brought it to my attention. So for me, and again, you will find your way. The things that I give y'all and the things that I do, I might just tell y'all so you could get an idea. You may enhance it, you may remix it, but sometimes we need some kind of something to get us in a direction. Thank you. I have a lot to catch up on. And you will, Ace. You will. So I'm going to talk about follow-up. Now, I'm going to talk about follow-up. I think this probably can be placed in multiple places as well. Yeah, actually, it can. So when you make your cold call, right? I personally, when I'm doing the interview process, when I call them, hey, my name is Marian, giving you a call from Emmteenestlogistics. I got your information from the FMCSA website. Are you in the market for a dispatcher? Or are you looking for a dispatcher? Or do you need a dispatcher? Whatever your mouth gonna tell you to say. And they say yes. I already, before I even know their email, I have an email up because I don't know what the yes is going to be. So as they are talking and as we are speaking, everything that we taking notes on, or you throw back like me, sometimes a lot, depending on how fast they're talking, you writing it. I write in everything that we talking about. So let's just say you got the skill to do it on an email. You're typing it up. So yes, all right. What's your equipment? Are you willing to go over the road? Is there any reason I wouldn't be able to send you to a port or a military base? If you all need these interview questions, please get the ebook, $9.99. My homeboy said. The link is in my bio. The link is in my bio. And if there is somebody who has the link or can get the link and put it on the Facebook, because I'm not on my computer today where I can copy and put it so I can pin it for those who need it. And if there's anybody who's over here on YouTube who needs it, but TikTok, y'all can hit the link. So you're writing that down there, and you're writing down or typing down what they're saying. Yeah, I want to go over the road. I'm going to be starting on this date. These are the places that I would like to go. You know, you're asking your questions. You know your rate per mile. You know, what do you need this truck to do for you if you have to change it up to help them understand what you're saying? Just all of everything that you're talking about, everything that they say, everything that you can catch. Okay? Especially your rebuttals. So I will do that part, let them talk, ask my questions, then I'll have a section. And then I'll click, you know, get a space in between it where I'm getting ready to educate. Because, you know, we SME. So we listen, we educate, and then we advocate. So in the listening phase, we're listening to them. They're telling us all of the things. Sometimes you're going to have to want all of it. Unrealistic expectations and everything. Yeah, I got this truck. I want to be home every day. You're in the listening phase, you're typing or you're writing. That book is a necessity. Definitely run out and get it. For sure. So you're typing. They saying, I want to start on the such and such. I want to be home every day. I only want to run, you know, regional. I only want to go up to 200 miles out a day. You are all of that. All of that. And then, you know, when they allow you to speak, then you, because you done did your spacing, you're going to, you know, let them know as the SME, as the subject matter expert, as the person who knows what's up in this industry. And yes, you allowed them to say all of that because they need to. Because when this next part, when you get ready to educate them, you're about to knock down all these myths and all of this. And again, the ebook, my homeboy said, $9.99. Helps you with these as well. Helps you with these unrealistic expectations. So when they say, oh, I want, my homeboy said I can get this box truck and I can get online and get me a dispatcher and I don't need a CDL and a dispatcher going to make me $10,000 a week. In this book, I have where you can tell them, you know, that's real cute. But here's the real deal. You know, according to your specific situation, this is how it has to go. This is what you're working with. This is what we're dealing with. The ones that are going to say, well, the company that I used to work for in this ebook is going to help you break them down. Well, the company that you used to work for had old money and a lot of it. You, sir, ma'am, are coming right out the gate and you have nothing, nothing. Okay, so relax yourself. Listen to this information and decide what you want to do from here. Okay, how much you going to make me? I'm not going to make you anything. In this industry, literally, if you don't work, we don't eat. You know, if you don't get up and go, I cannot facilitate the money. Okay, let's just call it what it is. We're not so the freight. I'm not going to facilitate the freight. No, if you don't move, I cannot facilitate the money because, as you all have heard me say from before, as Empty Nest Logistics, I am the owner of a dispatching company. Okay, a dispatch company. I cannot operate in the action, which is dispatching, dispatcher, until I am in a contractual agreement with a transportation business. That is important, y'all. We do not become active until we have gone into a signed contractual agreement with a transportation company. And in that agreement, the transportation company has says, yes, Empty Nest Logistics can operate on my behalf. So at that time, when I contacted them and I said, hey, how's it going? My name is Marian, giving you a call. I got your information from the FMCSA website. I'm calling to see if you're in the market for a dispatcher. At that time, I am a dispatch company trying to get business from a transportation company. All right. So when we move forward and they say yes, yes, and oh, yes, and we're going to start. And I signed your agreement at that time. Okay. The name of the company that I'm in partnership with is called Trip and Transport. So I'll give you a whole rundown from there. Hey, how's it going? Even though they contacted me, we do our cold calling now because the peoples is out here watching like we doing. So, hey, my name is Marian, giving you a call. I got your information from the FMCSA website. Watch the transition. Call and see if you're in the market for a dispatcher. Oh, yes, we are. This is what we have. This is what we want to do. This is how we're going to do it. I want to be home every day. They weren't like this, but we're going to give the kind of worst case scenario. I want to be home every day. I have the box truck non-CDL, but I want you to give me the maximum. I want to be out here with $3 a mile coming out the gate. And I want to be home every weekend because my kids got games. And I need to be down there to the Pee Wee Football League every Saturday. Matter of fact, I need to be home on Friday night because my older children, they got football and they got basketball, and this is what's going on here. Then on Saturday, my younger ones, I got cheerleading, I got Pee Wee ball, we out here, Pop Warner, out here, we out here, okay? So, okay, and I got me a little side piece from out there to the football field. Because there's a whole lot of single mamas out there. And, my main thing don't really like to come out here. Y'all going to find a good key out of a lot of this that I say. But they're going to disclose a lot of things to us, which they should. Because we're not here to judge them. We're here to make the money. Okay. And as long as they tell me everything, I know how to coordinate you. Okay. Let's just call it a little hush feature change. But whatever it is that you need me to know, I need to know that. I'm going to tell y'all that's about to be pertinent in just a second. Okay. So they gave me the rundown. I went to prison, you know what I'm saying? Nobody don't want to give me no chance out here because I did my little time, you know what I'm saying? I did my time. I paid my restitution. But I've been out here trying to get me a job. Don't nobody want to holler at me. Don't nobody want to call me back. Don't nobody want to be involved with me. You know what I'm saying? You listening. Okay, so you've gathered all of your information. Now here you come, because what you did first, you listen. Now we about to educate. Now I done typed up everything that you said. This is about to help. This is about to help everybody tremendously. Now I done typed already in the email, or I have written, because it is written already, everything that you said. So guess what I'm about to do? I already know what I know, so I need to write down what I know. So I'm about to break down everything you just told me. So to make sure that I understand, you are driving a non-CDL 24-foot box truck. Am I correct? All right. I also heard you say that you want to come out of the gate with $3 a mile. All right. In this industry, the reality of the current situation of that happening is not going to be in the beginning, and it may not happen at any time unless you upgrade your license to a commercial driver's license, CDL, because everything, sometimes we have to break out all of these acronyms and synonym, all of that. We have to break that down and help them understand, because we got to look like we know what we're talking about, because we do. All right. Unless you upgrade to a commercial driver's license as well as a commercial vehicle, because right now, that's not what you have. So $3 a mile would not be something that is going to happen for you at this time, in this capacity, and with this equipment and licensing. All right. I also heard you say that you want to be home every week because you have the children that are very active in their sports activity, and it sounds like you're active in their lives. I also heard that you said that you have a main person at home, and you also are, handling things and enjoying yourself around the Pop Warner field. Right now, okay, at this time, during the first 90 days, it's going to be challenging to consistently keep you moving, and being home every weekend is not going to be an option. Neither is regional. In order to realistically operate and get into a space where we are bringing in proceeds, I will need for you at this time to consider, because I don't want to tell nobody what to do, okay, to consider allowing the side piece to shake it for someone else right now. Helping the children understand that you are securing their future. All right. Because we don't secure the bag over here. We securing the future. Okay. We are securing the future because we already see what's up with the past. Okay. So you're securing the future. Children do understand that there has to be changes that are going to be made, but they will be able to see the sacrifices that you as a new business owner made for their future. Okay, you got to pull them words out. I don't even know where the words came from. I want to say thank you, Lord, but you want to be able to say that. Okay, and then the the next thing here is what else did you give me? You want to be able to make $10,000 a week. So as we spoke on, you won't be able to make that in the beginning with this endorsement as well as this equipment. However, we will go for a goal. So do you know, you let me know that you need this truck to pay for, your children, your child support, the sports, the rent, the truck payment, the insurance, all of those things. Do you have a cushion? What? Are you in position to take care of all of the things that you took care of before making this purchase as well as this purchase? Some of them I had, they're going to say, yeah, that's what's up. Okay. And again, you may have to let Pop Warner Booty do what she got to do for at least the next 90 days until we get you in a position to pick back up where you left off, because I'm sure that is part of the funding. We just going to keep it real. If you felt like you was going to keep it funky with me, I got to keep it even funkier with you, because as your dispatcher, the conversation that we're having is going nowhere but between me and you. So you can look at me as your lawyer or your priest, okay? You don't want me to tell them about the dead body, then don't tell me that. Just tell me the areas to avoid, okay? Because I'm working with what it is that you tell me, all right? So if you can, in fact, afford to be home and you need some time to be able to see timepiece, then you need to let me know that as well. You need to let me know that I need to be home by on Thursday. I need to be by side piece area first, because home life don't need to know that I'm already here earlier, so I can handle that piece of business. And if you can go ahead and route me home on Friday where I can be there and don't nobody know my business, guess what me as your dispatcher gonna do? Route you where you need to be to get scattered booty on Thursday and have you be family man on Friday, because I'm not here to judge you. I'm here to route this. Okay, I'm here to run me my money in the most effective way that I can do what needs to be done. I need you to tell me the truth and let me handle the rest. As my Aunt Diane used to say, God rest her soul. That was my favorite auntie. If it's a lie, let me tell it. You tell me the truth. And if it's a lie, let me tell it. Now, let me tell you how that's going to apply. Okay? Driver didn't get enough sleep last night. Okay? Driver did not go get the truck fixed like he should have got fixed. So we going on our second time having to cancel with a certain broker. Okay, tell me the truth. I did not get the truck fixed correctly. I got it patched up. Okay, now me and you going to have a conversation, but I'm going to call this broker up and I'm going to let them know, hey, this is what's happening. This went out. We need to have somebody recover the load. All right. Thank you so much, and we appreciate it. We'll try back to, with your company when we have the situation completely taken care of. Now, what you going to get from me is, what you're not going to do is continue to have me looking bad in front of them, because what's going to happen is they're not going to be fooled up with your authority. And the reason that they're not going to be, y'all, hear me. The reason that they're not going to be fooled up is if I took a load from a broker 2 days ago and we told them that you had an oil leak and you couldn't run it, and then I got back with them a week or two later on and I said you still got the oil leak, that broker is not going to work with you, because you're not doing what needs to be done, which is the maintenance of the truck. See, the maintenance and the condition of these trucks are also things that are important to the brokers. Okay, and here we go again, yet understanding why we are more than just load bookers. There are things that we need to know, and if you for whatever reason, cancellation because you're lazy, because you're sleepy, because you don't want to move, whatever it is, and I have already booked you because you booked it yourself, because you found you another dispatcher that moved faster than me, but you confirmed with me that we're going to move. These are all things that are going to forfeit the relationship between you and I, because once you start to compromise the trust building that I have with brokers, you begin to compromise the likeliness of success in both of our businesses, because I am calling, and yes, I am calling. So I'm going to get back to y'all. Hold that right there. I'm calling on your behalf. However, my name and my credibility is still being messed up. So let's get on into why. So I break it all down for you and I let you know, and you say, okay, all right. So I understand that there's some things that I got to do, some places I need to go, and some ways that I need to take care of before I can actually operate in this. Okay, I'm good with that. I didn't know, because we're going to speak that once we educate them, they allow us to become number 3. So we want to listen. Okay, we want to educate, and then we want to become their advocate. We want to advocate for them. We want to let them know that we're not going to let nobody fool with you. We're going to do the best that we can and maximize every opportunity to get their business into a successful status. That's what we want to do. That's what we hear. So if anybody ever asks you what you are, what you do, who you are, I am the facilitator. Okay, I'm the facilitator to successful businesses. Huh? You're a dispatcher. What do? I facilitate, the success of transportation businesses. Ain't that all right? Okay, you ain't got to give them no paragraph. You ain't got to give them no, I facilitate. I'm instrumental in the facilitation of successful transportation businesses. God, that's really... I facilitate. I am instrumental, in the success of transportation businesses. And I can say that for myself because those who have been following me, you know that I started off with my carrier non-CDL box truck, non-CDL equipment in 2020, and we struggled and cried and prayed, and now in 20 and 22, we are now all CDL holders, and we have two tractor trailers and a power only. So I'm talking to you from a testimonial status as well as a realistic one, and it just depends on what realm you in, because after you get to watching me for a while, you know I get excited, and it don't take much. All right, so we have the understanding. So we know what it is that we have to do. So now we're coming into the conclusion part of the conversation because we're still typing up this email or we're still writing down everything that has been said. So now we have come to it and now we say, okay, so I think I like what you're saying. I see that you got to understand it. So at this time, okay, this is going to go into the end here with the no rush. At this time, we have an understanding. You have let me know where you want to go, what you want to do, all of the things. So at this time, I'm going to put together what's called a plan of action. Okay, this is what I'm going to do on the low. And the first part of the plan of action is I'm about to tell you. So I got the unrealistic expectation. Okay. I hit him with the educated because I'm the SME. I'm the subject matter expert. So he coming in off of the hearsay. Again, get the ebook my homeboy said. It will help you tremendously. Also, y'all, I don't know if you saw it already, but the self-paced dispatch course is on sale, $100 off. Hit the link in my bio. Sale ends tomorrow night. Okay, so we got the understanding. Now, at this time, I got everything we talked about typed up. I typed up his unrealistic expectations from the beginning. I typed up the part that I rebutted that and helped him understand. Then I typed up, we came to a conclusion. We came to an understanding. So now, okay, can we move forward? Because I like you. I like what you're saying. I like what you're talking about. I agree that we have had a fruitful conversation. And at this time, I would like for you to allow me, because the areas that you want to go in, because we've already talked about the first 90 days is going to be challenging to move. So although you cannot be home every day, I'm not going to count that out. Now, I'm not going to say this to the carrier because they will hear what they want to hear. But in my mind and in my notation, I have that they said they wanted to be regional, and I'm going to put a pin in that because once we begin to make waves in the industry and begin trust building with brokers, when we get in a good status, the 60 days, 90 days, when we move on, I will go revisit that. And if they still want to be, then now I can start looking at that because now we are in position for that. But coming out the gate, you are not. Do not allow them to try to make you act on that. You just listen to them. You educate them. And if they do not agree with the information that you are giving them as the business professional, then you can let them know at this time, I would not be instrumental in the success of your business because what you want and what you are requesting is not a realistic expectation that I can achieve. However, I will hold on to your information and I will shop it around to those in my network. And if there is someone who is better able to assist you, I will provide them with the information and they will contact you and you all can have a different conversation. No, y'all not going to hear from us no more. And no, we're not going to shop that headache around to nobody in our industry. However, we will remain professional at all times. Okay, our tone of professionalism will not change because you do not grasp that I'm really trying to help you, but I will not force you as well because that's going to have an adverse effect. All right, so thank you so much. At this time, I do see that we have come to an agreement. I do see that there is a chance to build a partnership here. So at this time, if you will allow me 24 to 48 hours to take a look at areas of opportunity areas of consistent movement, whatever that is, okay? And in 24 to 48 hours, I will give you a call back. All right? Thank you. May I have your email if you do not have the email already? Okay? Boom. So guess what? You get out the phone. Follow up. You get out the phone. All of those notes that you wrote, you break them down because all of those are for you to formulate your follow-up email. So even though you done wrote a dissertation, you are about to break that down. So what you're going to do, because you're going to keep it all. So you're going to copy all of that and you're going to put it on a notebook, where you need it. You might want to title the notebook, The Agreement Conversation. All right. Hold that. Somebody get a pen in that. Can somebody type on the screen, The Agreement Conversation? Because I'm going to circle that background. Okay. I'm going to circle it back. The Agreement Conversation, or the Yes Conversation. So you will take that in its entirety and you will put it somewhere. Okay. And then you will break that down into Clef Notes for who you just talked to. So now you're going to go back into the email that you have up and you're going to say, hey, thank you so much for me allowing, of course you're going to use your own words, but y'all know I'm about to come off the dome. Hey, thank you so much for speaking with me today. I greatly appreciate it. Thank you so much, LaTorsha. I greatly appreciate your time. So I just wanted to follow up with you and just let you know. So this is what we talked about. And you're going to say, hey, this is the information that I gave you. And this is the agreement that we came to. It could be just a couple of sentences, all right. At this time, I will now be operating in the requested research time of 24 to 48 hours, again, just to check for areas of opportunity, to see what it is that we're going to do and how we're going to do it and how we're going to be able to proceed from here. Again, thank you so much for your time, and we will be in contact very soon. For anybody who needed to know what to do after you get through talking to them, how to still reach out to them, do this immediately. Okay? Now, what you're going to do with your original is you're going to hold on to that. Okay? So now you are, again, I don't know where everybody was taught at or trained at, but I need for you to know this because it's just some stuff that folk might not be saying. Okay? Now, you got out the phone. You got your map. $18.90, Amazon, the Elite Series. No, Amazon don't give me no money. They don't want to give me no code, but I don't give a darn. The people going to have what they have because this map is on point, okay? The Elite Series, all right? So you're going to get on your map. You're going to call up your broker boo if you got broker boos already. If you do not, then we're not going to worry about that. But whatever resources that you have, this is the time that you're going to look into them. So research is not just looking for, let me back this up. This could be a life thing, but it's certainly something that you want to know. This is the only space that you want to operate in potential. This is the only space you want to operate in the potential. The reason that I say that, and let me help you with that, is when they tell you what they want to do and how they want to do it. We know that in the first 90 days, it's going to be challenging to consistently keep them moving. However, we will look into the future of when they do start moving and see how much movement we will be able to help them with. Okay, so we let them know that it's going to be challenging to consistently keep you moving. So when we go into our contractual agreement, all right, and when we're doing our research, what we are researching is the potential of the success of this business. We have in our mind the first 90 days is going to be challenging, but I am looking beyond that 90 days. So they want to be in the Southeast region. Let me see how the Southeast region is moving now. Let me see on my DAT load board if you need a free 30-day subscription for the DAT load board. Hit the link in my bio and get that. You want to look on the DAT load board. You want to see what's moving every day. How is it moving every day? What places is it moving in within reason? Okay, we don't want to be ridiculous. Is there consistent movement? We want to research. If they told us about a piece of equipment that we do not know about, we're going to still remain cool. Okay. And in part of the 24 to 48 hour research, we're going to Google that piece of equipment. We're going to get on YouTube. Whatever research you do, that's what you allow yourself to do in 24 to 48 hours. Because when you contact them back, you need to be confident in knowing that you will be able to aid this business to success, even though it won't be immediate. That is fair to you. That is fair to the potential carrier business. If, this is why I say, y'all, don't rush. Don't rush. Thank y'all for the gifts and hearts and flowers and stuff. I don't really know if you did it or you didn't, but I don't want to be unappreciative. This is important because there are a lot of people who come from other places or hear other things or who are self-taught. They do not know this is not a quick return. This is not going to be fast. It's not a quick return. It's not going to be fast. So if you take your time and you look and you see that this relationship is not going to be promising, when you contact them back in 24 to 48 hours, you have not obligated yourself. You did not send your contract. You did not make any promises. You did not send your contract. You did not send your contract. You did not send your contract. And now you're stuck. Y'all see how that first conversation played out? They gave me unrealistic. I gave them realistic. We gave each other the time to take a look and see if this could be a good partnership. In that time, I'm looking to see all that I need to, because I'm going to be the one responsible. I'm going to be the one with the headache. I'm going to be the one with them calling me because they done got them a DAT load board because they done heard from somebody else, because they're going to keep, let me tell you, the hearsay and the seeking other information never stops for them. And what they're going to start doing, if you move too quickly, if you get yourself in a situation, number one, you're going to find out at that time, at the most inopportune and disappointing time, that you cannot help them. When you could have did your research and told them at this time, I won't be able to be effective in the success of your business. LaShonda said, the lesson I learned, make sure I look up the weight restrictions of each piece of equipment. Correct. And that's in the research phase. This is going to help you with completing the yes in the 24 to 48 hours. Okay, so we're looking. We're utilizing all of our resources. So now, we say, you know what? There is potential here. We're able to do something with this here. So now you're 24 and you're utilizing all your resources. You done looked on the DAT load board. You done Googled. You done found some type of analytics, probably on the DAT load board, that is showing you what happened with them for the past 30 days, what happened with this piece of equipment. You're doing your research because you're utilizing this time. Okay. So all is looking well. Okay. You got your email already set up because you're about to call them back with the follow-up. Hey, how's it going? This is Marian giving you a call back from Empteenest Logistics. Oh, yeah. Hey. Yeah, what's good? What's going on? Because we excited. So I just wanted to call and let you know that I did see areas of opportunity, areas of eventually having consistent movement. Eventually is key, because we done already told them that it's going to be challenging to consistently keep you moving in the first 90 days. Okay. Yes, y'all, we might start seeing movement in 45 days. We might see a movement in 60 days, but we want to be safe because that movement is not always consistent. Okay. So we want to hit them with the 90. That way we got this room. Okay. So I would like to move forward at this time. Okay, I always, and I teach others this. You want to do your cold calling on Monday, Tuesday for sure. That's when people, they really answering the phone. No later than Wednesday morning by 10 a.m. The reason for this is if you get a yes and they are ready, you want to have this all completed by the end of the week. So let's say you get your yes on Tuesday. You got your 24 to 48 hours on Wednesday and Thursday. Okay, by Thursday morning, by 10 a.m., you know what's up. You done used the whole Wednesday. You done looked at what is on there at 6:45 a.m., what's on there at 8 a.m., what's on there at 10 a.m., what's on there at 12 p.m., what's on there at 2 p.m. Ain't gonna be too much after that on certain equipments because the folk gonna be going home, but depending on what it is. But for a box, for sure, huh? If you have not found anything for that box by 10:30 a.m., ain't nobody going nowhere. Ain't nobody going nowhere. Ain't nobody going nowhere. Shaka Khan, the remix. Okay. So you call them up and you say you done found what you needed. Good, bad, or indifferent. You done call them up. Let's say that you found it. You know what? We're going to be able to do something with this right here in the future. So I'm going to go ahead and do so because I see, the future in this business. Call them up. Hey, this is Marian giving you a call back from Emmteenestlogistics Logistics. I just wanted to do the follow-up call with you. So I did do the research. I did see areas of opportunity. I did see areas of consistent movement in the future because we did talk about in our initial conversation that in the first 90 days it's going to be challenging to keep you moving. So there may be some time when we first begin that we will be sitting, which is why you made sure that they had the cushion. You need to be able to afford to sit because we have to gain trust in the industry. We have to build relationships with brokers, so on and so forth. Okay. So it's Thursday, 9 a.m. Okay. At this time, I would like to send you my dispatcher agreement. I would like to allow you 24 hours to take a look at the agreement. Okay. Because we build in trust. I done told you all the information, what I'm going to do, how I'm going to do it, how often I'm going to do it. I've done everything to build your confidence in me. Everything. That's why you was waiting on my call back. Because she talking good. I like how she talking. Oh, I believe she going to be instrumental in my business because that's how we talking. We talking and we're building trust and confidence. Now it's time to reciprocate. Get the ebook my homeboy said. In my dispatcher agreement, which is $20, plug and play, already created. All you got to do is slap your logo on that mug if you want to. Read it. If you agree with everything that's on there, then you submit it like that. If you want to add something to it because you got another skill or something that you want to say, preferably you might want to add to it that, if you find somebody else or if you, look, she said, on the agreement conversation, okay, I got a contract between me and you. If you decide that you want to work with other dispatchers and all of that, all I am asking is when I confirm the morning of movement, if we are going to be moving, that you hold to that. Okay. Something like that. Or if you're one of those people who feel like, hey, when we know we cannot bound a carrier to us, all we can do is shine and make them want to stay with us. All we can do is do well. Okay. But you can, if you want to and you feel comfortable, this is a request. I request if I am not doing what you need done, or if you no longer want my services, can you at least give me 1 week to end, to break? You can always request, okay? So we in there. I'm going to allow you 24 hours to take a look at it, sign it, get it back to me. All right. Go ahead and get that over. Woo, woo. You typing. Upon second phone call, contact them back, told them what I said, told them what I'm going to do. You got your paragraphs right there. What you going to do? Copy that. Put it over there in the agreement conversation folder. But what you going to do? Clef note them. Hey, per our conversation, it was nice to speak to you again. Per our conversation this morning, I have attached the dispatcher agreement. We did rediscuss, just a reminder that going into this, we're going to move forward. You have 24 hours to take a look at this agreement, sign and agree and send it back to me. Per our conversation, the reason that we're moving forward is I was able to see areas of opportunity and consistent movement for the future. Okay. You want to paper trail that. Paper trail it. Boom, boom, boom. The whole conversation is yours. The Clef Notes is theirs. That's your paper trail as well. Now, make sure they read it, y'all. For me. If I get that back within the hour, Okay, 20 minutes, 10 minutes. You don't boom, 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 you to the back. I call them up because we still trust building, all right? Hey, how's it going? It's Marian giving you a call back from Emmteenestlogistics. Oh, yeah. I just sent it back to you. Oh, yeah. Excuse me. So you want me to be, you're going to allow me to be your power of attorney? Hello? Hello? Yeah, you say what now? All right. So I wanted to give you a call back. The reason that I allowed you to have 24 hours is I wanted you to have the time to take the time to look over the agreement. So yes, there is an area that asks for permission from me to be your power of attorney, but that is only for this portion of your business. It has nothing to do with your life. It has nothing to do with your books. It has nothing to do with your accounting. I'm asking for the permission from you to call on your behalf and represent your company on your behalf in order to be able to book loads, in order to be able to talk to the factory, and in order to do what all that needs to be done in the administrative role of your transportation business. So you're still on the up and up, but you want to help them see. Guess what you just did? You just sent their confidence, trust through the roof because they're thinking this person could have sent me something. I didn't read and sign it, and I could have signed my life over to them without even reading, without looking. It also tells them, wow, they are upstanding and they're going to do right by me. If they won't let me do myself wrong, surely they're not going to let a company, surely they're not going to let any noun do them wrong. No person, place, or thing do them wrong while they are helping me in my business. Give them the time, let them resubmit it. We got our start date for Monday or whenever, we setting that up. So that's a whole play out of how this operates. Now, let's get to this agreement conversation folder. Okay, so we've come to our agreement. I've already let you know that once I contact you in the morning, we're moving. I already let you to know that we may be sitting still. It's the first 90 days of consistency. So let you know I have verbally, I have written, and now let's say we're rolling. So you get the agreement and the time comes and you say, you know what? Because they feel like once they've locked into that agreement, they could change the game on you. Okay? So let's just say your conversation's bullet points, your deal breakers are, if you're using another dispatcher that day, let me know. Once we confirm that we are rolling out today, that I am the one looking for you. Okay. If you are knowing that we're going out and I done booked you a load and it's time to go and it's time to be on a load and you decide that you don't want to do it, which is breaking my broker's trust, all of the things. When I get ready to release or dissolve the partnership, okay, I'm not going to say fire. Fire is a quick way to, to say it, but I'm not their boss. But when I want to dissolve the partnership, I'm going to go into the initial conversation because I gave you the Clef Notes. If you don't agree, if you don't go, this is what we talked about. But I'm going to go into the vault of the entire conversation. I'm going to copy and paste the specific part that I told you. I'm going to pull that. I'm going to put it in the email and I'm going to say, effective immediately. I will no longer be able to, or by Friday will be my last day, because in our initial conversation, in our initial email, we discussed, I told you this, and this. You understood and agreed to this, and this. You have now violated. These are things that are going to cause trust issues and business building and connecting between me as a dispatcher who represents your company and a brokerage. And once they bound you and kick you out, that directly affects me. So at this time, I can no longer move further with you. Thank you so much. Good luck on your new dispatcher. So guess what we just did? We just created a way to follow up email, and we just created a way to build us out a structure, and we don't have to sit and try to build it up and make it up, because after a while, that conversation is going to become general. And that is going to be your way to go cut and paste. Not, oh man, I don't want to deal with them. Nope. Everything that you said in the initial contact is the same thing you're going to use to release yourself if they violate it anyway. Because you This is how you're building the foundation of the relationship with them. And if you have to release yourself, you go back to the initial. Because I said it, I told you, I emailed it to you. So there is nothing that you can tell me, or you can say that I didn't know that, or you didn't say that. Because the whole time in our initial conversation, I'm documenting every key point. I'm going back and reading and looking over that to make sure that the email I set up for you, because the email I set up for you got to be Cliff Note style. Because you're not going to read this web. Okay, you're not going to read the web is for me when I need to dissolve. But the key points, the key understanding, the things that are going to make me release our relationship, those are for me. But those will go in the Cliff Notes as well. Short and sweet for you, because I know your attention span, because I know mine. But when I need to come back to the vault, which is the agreement conversation folder. All right? Now, ain't that all right? See how that thing came together for you? See how that came together for you? And these are things that we be needing to know, and discovering them in the moment all the time, won't be helpful to us. Won't be helpful. So we hit organization first. We just hit follow up and no rush combined. So this is why we do not want to be quick to send them our agreement. Listen, I know we kicking out money. I know we done quit them people job. I know we excited to get somebody because we still got this phone bill. We still got this e-voice bill. We still got this load board. We still got our Adobe. We still got we still got stuff we got to pay. And that's just for people who only doing their business, and their household has decided that the significant other will take care of the house and they will take care of their business. But if you are the person that takes care of the entire house and your business, you may be a little bit more hasty in your decision to go ahead and take somebody who wants to just need a dispatcher. Speaking of somebody who wants to just need a dispatcher, please, 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 even if you do not purchase the ebook, My Homeboy Said, ask some questions. Do not just have somebody come in your inbox and say they need a dispatcher and you say, okay, here go my agreement. No. The reason for the reason for the ebook, one of the reasons that it was birthed, is because we want to know who we're working with. This is business to business. This is small business to small business. So no, you don't get you. See that? Almost got out my lane and ran into traffic. It would not be wise to email blast people that you have never made contact with. It would not be wise to text blast anyone that you have not had a conversation with. It would not be wise to make up fake Indeed accounts to make people come to you because you don't want to cold call and make contact with people first. You want to force them to contact you. And again, that's your business. I'm just advising from experience and application what works standpoint. And I do unto others as I will have them do unto me. If I didn't give you my number, I don't want to hear from you. If we made contact and I said, now I want to hear from you, go ahead and email. Here's my stuff. We don't want to be spammers. We don't want to be spammers. It is too important to our business to make real contact. Here, this is the one business that is going to withstand the test of time when it comes to customer service. We don't care how convenient it is. We don't care how many robots. Do you know how many people still out here right now in the 2022, including myself, hates when I call a company and they say press 1 and how can I help you? This is a robotic situation, but can you tell me your situation? Can you tell me what you're needing so I can direct you? Myself, I actually hate that. I hate that I press what I want to press and you say, sorry, I did not get that. I hate when I contact you up and I can't get to nobody, or you hear the birds chirping in the background and I'm telling you what I want, but you pick up the birds in the background. Sorry, I didn't get that. Sorry, I didn't get that. Please hold while I get you on the line with someone you need to speak to. You know, I can't. Fantasia, only when I see you. I can't. And we don't want to operate that way. Another thing that is very important for us, which is crucial in our business, is to make verbal contact. I need to know if I like you. I need to know when I'm going down the list of interview questions. I need to hear your tone change. I need to hear if you piped up. I need to hear if you got silent on me. I need to hear if you got aggressive on me, because these are things that I'm going to experience with you in a partnership. I need to know if you're one of those people who feel like the male voice is the dominating voice, and what you say and how you say it is how it's going to go. I need to know what you're going to do, how you going to do it. Okay? Little Wayne and them, when you can understand Wayne them at the time. Big time in them. Okay? These are things that we want to know. And you cannot get that by way of text blasting. You cannot get that by way of email blasting. You cannot get that by way of creating these employee opportunities, because we are nobody. We're not their boss. They run the company. So how are we hiring? How is an independent dispatcher hiring? Now, I can hire my staff. I can hire another dispatcher. I can hire me an administrative assistant, but I cannot hire a transportation company, because I am just a dispatch business until a transportation business revives me and gives me life and brings me into the action of dispatching and dispatcher. But I can only do that under their company, because yes, I am Marian of Empty Nest Logistics, who reached out to Trip and Transport LLC, but I am still just that. When I go into a contractual agreement with Trip and Transport LLC, guess what? When we sign the papers and we say we're going to move forward with one another, when I get on that phone and I say, hey, Mr. Broker, how's it going? My name is Marian, giving you a call with Trip and Transport. I'm calling on a load that you have from Miami to Ohio. Did y'all hear the transition? Nobody knows anything about Empty Nest Logistics besides y'all and the contractual agreement that I have with the owner of this company. But not a broker, not a factoring company, not a nobody, because Marian has to be of transportation company in order to move. That's important, y'all. And it no way makes you not a business owner. No way makes you not the LLC holder. No longer not make you a boss. It just says that the service you provide, because we're consultants, the service you provide, just like when you work at them people's job, you are still who you are. But when you answer on people's phone, you have to say, thank you for calling these people's job. My name is Marian. How can I help you? Thank you for calling these people's job. My name is Marian. How can I assist you? You still you, but you under a contractual agreement with these people's job in order to make money. All right? Look, y'all got quiet on me. The word was coming forth and y'all was taking notes. Y'all good? Everybody all right? Everybody okay? Cause y'all, what we gonna be? You gotta go get it.
Won't let me, fellas.
You want that?
You want it?
Do you? I'm asking. You didn't offer anything. But anybody got any questions? Y'all look, listen. Y'all went all the way quiet on me. But I know, y'all. This is why I be. This is what it is. This is where it's at. And we need yes. We need to purchase things. We need to get a foundation. We need to get it. But you still need to see me. I don't care if you got my course. I don't care if you bought everything, but you still need to see me. I still got something else to say. There's always something else to know. Okay, so put the app in order in there. Here go my card.
What you want?
So yeah, y'all. 4:22. Yeah, because I got a meeting at 5.
Yeah.
Gems was coming quickly. I had to jot them all down. I figured that. And I appreciate that, y'all. I appreciate that y'all take the notes, because as many of you have discovered, and I'm discovering it more and more about myself, is so much of this comes so naturally to me, and it just comes to my head and out my mouth, that let me know that it's in my heart and in my spirit. And I know that I am called to be of service. So that's why I be encouraging y'all to write it down, because it really would just pop out. And then you can't ask me again later on, what was that you said about? I don't even know. Let me go see about it. So I'm so grateful that y'all take the notes and take, because I want you to have it. Success is the goal. Not just in my carrier business. The success for me is the goal in my community. Y'all my community. Y'all my folk. Y'all my people. And for those who heard me before, this is still on my heart. Is lonely at the top is not for me. I don't want to be by myself. I don't want to be the only one in my community or my circle that is thriving. I don't want to be the only one, getting a comma and a couple more zeros in my bank. No, I want to be the one that come back and say, hey, this is what I did, and a couple more commas and zeros hit my bank. Hey, this is what I did. This is what I learned. Because I want to be able to come on here and tell y'all that one comma and a couple of zeros can consistently stay in my bank. This is what I did. This is how we moved. I want to be the one that came on there and say, y'all, 2 commas done appeared. Okay? We coming. And the more that I get, the more resources I can have, the more I can learn in my coaching and all that. And I can come and tell y'all, ooh, here it go. Here it is. Y'all, look here. I want to. I need it. I need it for everyone. You're helping us be instrumental in the industry. Thanks for being obedient. Thank you so much. Can you touch on the part where you said you used the 24 to 48 hours to see the potential for the typical equipment in region, please? What exactly does that look like? That means that when you see that carrier is a potential and somebody that you want to work with, that means you get off the phone with them and you look on because they done told you, well, okay, I wanted to go regional, but you said that that's not going to work for me being home every day. So I am willing to go over the road, but I just want to go southeast. I don't want to be in California. I don't want to be nowhere where it's snowing. I can deal with that because the southeast got a lot for me to work with. Okay? The southeast is still something that we can do. You just can't tell me you want to stay in South Carolina and you just coming out the gate. No, sir. No, ma'am. We going to hit Georgia. We going to hit North Carolina, Virginia. We going to tap over there into Tennessee and Alabama and stuff. But you cannot just, you don't have the seniority in business to think that you could get bankers hours. So when they tell you what they want, you will start your research by. They'll tell you what their equipment is. If you don't know what that equipment is, you go look it up. If you never heard of a dually with a 40-foot trailer, you go look up dually, D-U-A-A-L-Y. What is that? How many cylinders does that have? How much can that haul as a non-CDL or a CDL? Those are the things that because that is for yourself and that is helping you with your research. If they say they got a dually and I'm just using a dually can haul more than that. Dually, do not pay me. Dually, I do not represent you. I'm just giving an example, dually, because y'all be out here listening to everything that people be saying about y'all. So, dear dually, I am not representing you in any kind of way, but I'm using you as an example. However, if the people start coming to get them a little vehicle from you, I'm gonna need you to contact me and run me a little piece of coinage. All right? Even swap ain't no swindle. But what I'm saying to you is, look up that thing. They told you they have a non-CDL. So yes, I'm going to look up this equipment because I never heard of it. But the good thing is they have a 40-foot trailer because a broker don't want to work with nothing less, whether they're a CDL or non-CDL. So I go and look at the truck. Okay, this is what it got going on. This is what it says it can haul. Okay, so they are a non-CDL holder. So although this dually with a 40-foot trailer says that it can haul and it can pull up to 55,000 pounds, this particular carrier cannot maximize what they have because they don't have a CDL. So they're going to operate in 10,000 pounds or less. And the or less, heavy on the or less, because anybody who can operate under 10,000 pounds, they don't want the weight of any more than 7,800, 8,000 because they can feel the weight. Ding! Write that down. Hold on to that for yourself. And again, I've operated with hot shots, which will be a dually, box truck, power only, and now tractor trailer. So I speak to y'all from the equipment that I have moved, that I have worked with, that I have, because I'm not going to get on here and make nothing up. I'm not going to Google feed y'all when you can see that for yourself. I'm not going to YouTube feed y'all. I'm going to give you the life I was living. Okay. What out here had my edges coming out because I was stressed out, because I was doing it. I was moving in it. That's how come the way I speak to you all becomes so natural, because this is real life. Every day since August, the end of August, all the way to this day, I have been doing this every single day. So I'm not going to play and make believe, because it's real out here. You're going to be crying. You're going to be praying or meditating or yogaing, whatever it is that you do. You know, you might feel like the space that you're in ain't on the up and up, and you might be a sage person. You might go get you something, do your little sprinkle, little razzle dazzle, whatever it is. You know, over here we do a little praying and fasting. So whatever it is that you do, you're going to find that you're going to need to find something to do. And when you're in the research phase, that's why you allow yourself 24 to 48 hours. Because the person that you spoke with, they don't know what you're doing. They just know that they're dependent on you. And that they feel like you're going to be their all in all. And even though you're going to be showing them that they're independent part, but you are actually, we are the ones who grow their business, y'all. You know, I be trying to be, using words like instrumental and valuable, but we are the make or break of that business. And I'm here to tell you what I know. Whole testimony right here. Non-CDL box truck, new authority out of Florida. Now, if the non-CDL box truck, new authority, 24 foot wasn't already the Trinity, out of Florida was on top of that. And I'm here to tell you, I did it. Lost my edges, nearly lost my mind, because I didn't know what to do. But my interview process, the initial conversation, the way I was able to be honest with them about how they were going to move, how they were not going to move, when I set the expectation, that's a message right there. This is why making those posts, email blasting, text, you going to get riff and wrath. Okay, you're going to get it. But if you take it upon yourself and you are educating yourself and you are educated. So y'all know I always give y'all something that is going to work. Let me get the that same advertiser that I get with the shrimp and stuff. And then let me get a plate of the just trying to get a little groceries.
Your salad?
The salad gonna come with it. The shrimp and pasta.
Shrimp pasta.
So I always, if I'm gonna tell y'all that that I don't advise, if I'm gonna tell you that I don't advise text blast, email blast, making those fake, I'm gonna call them fake, because we are not hiring. So when you present on Indeed and Craigslist and all that as if you are hiring or you have loads as a dispatcher, that is a deceptive practice. Okay? But I can't tell nobody what to do. So if I'm going to advise that those are not good practices to have, I'm going to tell you what is a good practice. Cold calling. Get the ebook, my homeboy said. It not only shows you how to cold call, create your own leads list, what to say in the interview process. It tells you how to rebuttal when they gonna get smart with you. What you gonna do for me? Why should I hire you? Why you need some money? You know what you can do for me that I can't do for myself. When they ask you those things, it tell you what to say to them. Okay. Also tells you what to say to a broker on your initial phone call. Oh, also you can join the $25 a month membership if you've already taken the course, and we get all the way up into it and through it. You can do that. That is one way, because I took away 3 things. I said, 1, the deceptive practice of email, text, and that text blasting, those fake things. So 1, do your cold call and find your own leads. Don't buy no leads list. Don't buy no leads list. Don't you purchase a leads list, okay? If you want to join the program for $25 a month, leads are provided. I don't sell you no lead. Don't you buy no lead list. So I just told you how to find and call your own. I just told you how, and I just gave you something to aid you in doing that calling. Number 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8, 9, and 10. Educate yourself and put your education on your social media business page. Do not make your personal page your business page. You are going to annoy people. Them people came on your page to be nosy, watch your heart break, watch your kids, see what they classmate, what they classmate doing, who got married. They got on there to see your business, to congratulate you or to laugh at you. They don't want to see nothing about no truck. They don't want to see nothing about you doing the industry. They're not going to clap for you because you done started a business. We got to be real with it on today. They don't care nothing about that. Okay. And then you got the ones that go so far as to sit and watch you and see what it is that you do. And then when others are clapping for you, they want to come through talking about, that's my friend. That's my friend. Is it? Okay, and then you got the other ones that's going to want to keep asking you questions for free. You got to halt them and you got to say, if you want to know that much about my business, invest in it. Do you need an invoice? Do you need an invoice? Because what they're doing at that point is they're operating like a truck driver who is going to come to you wanting your services, but they're going to tell you, because it's running rampant. I got to tell you, I got to get it off my chest, because y'all already know I believe wholeheartedly that dispatching and independence businesses is a ministry. So you got the ones that's going to come. They know you're desperate. They done seen you in the same 50-11 groups saying that you need somebody, that you need some help, that you're trying to find somebody. Oh, it's been 30 days and I haven't got a carrier yet. Oh man, is this really for me? Because somebody didn't inform them that the wait, wait, I say on the Lord. Wait, I say on movement. Wait, I say not to move so quickly. Wait, I say not to take on the first thing that comes to you. Wait, I say there is not going to be a quick return. This is not going to be easy. You are not going to see your money real quick. Wait, the wait, lay aside every weight by getting you a dispatcher who know what they talking about. When you can implement the word in your business and not be offensive and everything gonna be all right. Ain't he all right? Yes, he is. So wait. This is what you do. You educate yourself and you go through those groups. So we're gonna do our own cold calling. We're not gonna buy nothing else because we don't got no money to be giving nobody. We're going to educate ourselves and we're going to create our own business pages, because I'm about to show you and tell you how you can get your business across to the nosy people on your personal page without turning your personal page into it. Okay. So you're going to educate yourself. You're going to create your business pages. And on those pages, you're going to post Clef Note information. Hey, do you know about factoring? Have you ever heard of a factoring? A factoring company is a way that you, Mr. Carrier, can get paid faster. Need to know a bit more? Hit the comments, because that's where you want to put all of the drama. You want them to choose. Hey, need a gas card? Because you done connected with somebody because you finna get your kickback. This is how cards work, how they can help you. You can have it set to where you can, whatever it is. You can have it set to where you can only use it for gas, or if you are one of those people who want your drivers to be able to get food for it and you want to take a percentage off, here we go with this business building one more again. I don't know, but I've been on it and I hope y'all writing this down. If you just want the card to be for them to get gas only, then you can set it like this. Or if you want them to be able to get food off of it and then you take the food out of their check, or if you are the one that is just offering them the food, however you want to do it, because it's your business. Yes, it is, Mary LaShawn, but it's going to be posted. I don't know if it's going to be posted in a space where you can see it for free, but we're going to figure that out and let the spirit move on that. So that is 2. You're going to educate yourself and you're going to post that information. The reason that I'm not telling you to go and make your business page and say, I'm a dispatcher, I'm a dispatcher, I'm a dispatcher, I'm a dispatcher, I'm a dispatcher. The word and the knowledge is what's going to speak for you. That is what's going to draw them. Knowing that this page is educated. Yes, I know that this is a dispatcher page because it says so-and-so dispatcher, such and such logistics. However, I'm drawn to that for that. But now that I'm on this page, I'm seeing that's education. I'm seeing that they keeping up with the news. I'm seeing that what they got going on, or they keeping up with the convoy that's getting ready to happen. So they're making sure that their drivers take this route and that route. Let me run that back because I just dropped something on you one more again inadvertently. Let me look at them because they know that the convoy is coming, going to the Capitol with the gripes and complainings from the truckers. So this is what is going to be blocked off. This way, if their carrier has specifically said they want no parts of that, you do not route them in an area which causes them to be stuck in that and make it look like their company wants to be involved, Ain't that something for you? Write it down. Hold strong to it. You want to make sure that you do all that you can do. So you educate that page. You hit the education on that page. All right. And then thirdly and lastly, when you in these same 511 groups, don't run in there with your flyers. Don't even make no flyer. Okay. Because the desperation in those groups is unmatched. Okay, everybody in there saying I need a carrier. Everybody in there saying I work 24/7. Everybody in there saying I work with every piece of equipment. Everybody in there saying I could get you loads, that's so and so. They are bald-faced lie. Nobody can guarantee anything. There's only two people in this industry that can guarantee something, okay? And that is the shipper directly, and the broker who has paid the cost to be the boss. That $75K bond, that's why they can do more even than the carrier. Okay, don't let no carrier. I'm sorry to tell you, I love y'all and I keep y'all at the very, very, very top. I make sure that you are respected and recognized at the utmost, but you do not have more power than a broker when it comes to, see, I'm very specific, divvying out those loads, because whether you read it or not, or whether you know it or not, your authority says that you can act. You decide to hire dispatchers. You decide you can directly go to a shipper and get you a contract. But when that contract and that shipper that is working with you or that broker gives you a load, you don't get to dispatch it anywhere else. You don't get to give it away because guess what? You're double brokering, and that's a criminal offense. The people need to know. The people need to know. And another reason that I make sure that I'm visible and I talk to y'all and I don't care nothing about running my mouth is because when I started, everything was so hush hush. Didn't nobody want to tell me nothing unless it was involving money. But I had already done the research. I don't need to pay you nothing. Or I can pay you a couple of dollars for this specific thing, but I'm not about to pay you all of this money and you about to tell me how to get my LLC, how to get what site to use to get me a website, and how to create an email, a business email address. Hell no, hell no, hell no, to the no. We're not doing that. So what we're going to do here, all right? Nobody was here. The point is nobody wanted to help me. So when I was trying to figure it out on my own, that was just me figuring it out on my own. When I was failing and I couldn't find nobody and I didn't know what to do and I didn't know what to say, I thought that I was a failure in business, but there was nobody to coach me through and tell me this is what's going to happen. You are going to get depressed. You are going to go through a period where you feel like this is not for you. But I'm telling y'all, I'm here today to tell y'all that it's going to happen. So when it does happen, there was somebody here to forewarn you and let you know, no, it is not going to feel good. But yes, it is going to happen and you're going to see it through. You're going to be all right. Okay, it's going to be the fire. It's going to be the fire. And you're going to come out on the other side unscathed. Yes, it's going to be hot as hell, but you're going to come out and you won't be burned. Okay? My scalp tingling. I got to reel it on back in because ain't he all right? So you want to do your own cold calling. Find your own folks. You want to get the ebook, My Homeboy Said, $9.99 to aid you in that if you need that. You're going to make your business page educational. You're not going to turn your personal page into your business page because the folk don't want to see that. But in a second, I'm going to tell you how they're going to see it. Thirdly, you want to go to all them 511 groups that you're in. You don't want to post no flyer. What you want to do is go through and look for questions that you can answer. Don't go through there like you know everything, because going through there looking for questions that you can answer going to do two things for you. Number one, it's going to show you that the knowledge that you have is effective. Number two, the questions that you don't know to the answer to is going to be a space for you to go research. And when you research and you find out and you know, you're going to come back to that post. What's going to happen is your education is going to draw them to your inbox. Because the carriers are not looking for somebody who's saying the same thing. You know who's looking for somebody who's saying the same thing? The person that's in them groups that said, let me create your flyer for you. The same person that's in there creating the same flyer for everybody in there, putting the exact same information, except yours is yellow, yours is pink, yours is black, yours is gold, yours is purple, yours is green, yours is orange, yours is blue. They're making all the money while you steady kicking out money. No, we operating in free, which is creating your business email and stuff and posting your business and posting your pages on your business stuff, and cost effective. Pay where you need. Pay to educate yourself. Pay for your website. Pay, okay, Okay, we picking up. We picking up. Okay. I was just strolling and having nothing to do with this type of business, but your message and passion. Thank you so much, Collects 20. We got to know it, y'all. And I said when I got to a place where I had a knowledge and understanding, I wasn't going to let the next people after me be like I was in the wilderness with no direction and coming in contact with people who could have helped me. But guess what? They wanted to pimp me, or they wanted to pimp their gift. Service is my calling. If I'm not of service, then I'm not going to ask for nothing. I'm not going to look for nothing, because if you don't serve, how you think you're going to reap? What you sowing? How you think you jump into this industry as a dispatcher, as a driver, and you have not sown? Sown is, what have you poured into? What have you done? What action have you done to deserve a return? Okay? So I continue to pour into you all because service is life for me. Money is going to come. Being of service is what I'm going to have the answer for when I get up there with Peter and them to the gates or whatever it is that you believe we going. I got to answer for that. If you believe in reincarnation, you know, maybe the reincarnationer ask if I want to be a squirrel that's going to get ran over every day, or do I want to come back as a butterfly? I choose. Once I was a caterpillar in growth. Now I'm a butterfly. Mississippi Children's Mass Choir. All right? Because you got to give these people their lyric credit. Okay? So, you're going to find your own. You're going to create your business pages that are going to be filled with information, which is going to draw and educate the people. And you're going to go into the 5011 groups, and you're going to set yourself apart. You're welcome by being knowledgeable of the industry. Okay? Now, how you going to get your business on your across to your personal followers is you're going to share everything from your business page through